A historic first in Bratislava, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has become the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Slovakia since the country gained independence in 1993, and the visit is already delivering results from a major upgrade in the bilateral ties to new agreements on trade, investment and labour mobility. After France, PM Modi landed in Slovakia, and the visit underlines New Delhi's growing engagement with Europe and its push to deepen strategic partnerships across the continent. The Prime Minister received a ceremonial welcome in Bratislava, complete with traditional Slovak hospitality, including the symbolic offering of bread and salt. But beyond the warm welcome, this visit is delivering concrete outcomes. During delegation-level talks, PM Modi and the Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico agreed to elevate bilateral ties to a comprehensive partnership, a major step forward in the relationship. Prime Minister Modi highlighted that trade between the two countries has grown steadily, but he stressed that the potential is far greater. Both leaders discussed expanding cooperation in automobiles, railways, advanced manufacturing, green technologies, defense and infrastructure. The two sides also announced an agreement on labor mobility, opening new avenues for skilled workforce cooperation. PM Modi thanked Slovakia for supporting efforts to conclude the India-European Union Free Trade Agreement.
आज प्रधानमंत्री जी और मैंने हमारे सहयोग को नई दिशा और नई ऊर्जा देने पर विस्तृत रूप से चर्चा की। हमारे द्विपक्षीय व्यापार और आर्थिक सहयोग में हो रही प्रगति हमारे लिए संतोष का विषय है।
Slovak Prime Minister described India as a trusted partner and praised its achievements across multiple sectors. From diplomatic symbolism to strategic substance, this Bratislava visit marks a new chapter in the India-Slovakia relationship.
Today, we agreed with the Prime Minister on elevating the cooperation between Slovakia and India to a cooperation which we can call comprehensive or strategic collaboration.
Our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibbal, is joining us live at the moment. He's joining us live from France. Let's quickly get an update on what this means for India. Siddhant, this is a historic visit for very many reasons. The first for an Indian Prime Minister to visit Slovakia. Get us more of what happened through the day. There have been important agreements that have been decided upon between the two countries to strengthen the bilateral relationship.
Well, yes, it was a packed day in Slovakia for the Indian Prime Minister, the first ever visit of an Indian Prime Minister since the country's independence, as you have rightly pointed out, and a slew of announcements in mobility, in terms of letter of intent when it comes to defense, in terms of the Slovak side backing the free trade agreement with the European Union, and essentially a message of further firming up the relationship. In fact, this high-level visit comes at a time when we saw the Indian president visiting the country last year, followed by the visit of the Slovak president to India for the AI summit, and now the Indian Prime Minister visiting the country, inviting the Slovak Prime Minister. But I think the big focus, the big messaging is how India is reaching out to every part of the European continent and every country, big or small. This visit comes even as the Indian Prime Minister is on a larger visit to France. He comes to France in a matter of few hours now. He was in Nice over the weekend and he'll be going to Paris. But remember that the Indian Prime Minister was just a few weeks ago, last month, in Northern Europe, traveling Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, and in Southern Europe, traveling to Italy. So clearly, India and Europe see a lot of things in common, a lot of convergences, at a time of a lot of geopolitical changes, and engaging with countries like Slovakia is a clear message. And one thing one needs to look out for is first on auto sector. In fact, Slovakia makes the maximum number of commercial vehicles per capita in whole of Europe, and there is substantial India component, Indian investment in that. And second, of course, in terms of the defense as well. So clearly a strong messaging, not only when it comes to Slovakia, but also with wider Europe.
That's right, Siddhant. Amid the geopolitical churn, India and European Union only coming closer after that mother of all trade deals was signed between the two sides. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much, Siddhant, for joining us at the moment and getting us the latest.